there comes the most awaited session, which is the Q&A. And I would like to give the control to the club growth team. And I'd like Toastmaster Gayathri to take control and answer all our questions. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. I will try to answer all the questions, but feel free to ask any questions that you may have on the content that we have discussed. I request the extension and the retention chair also to be available and take up any questions on that area. You can unmute and speak or ping your questions. Yes, please.
Hi, Dinesh from Area A2. I was going through the documents in the Toastmasters and I found such one software called Toastmaster Lead Management System, which is there in place. I was curious to know because I never heard about that. Can you just give a brief about what is that system and who can use the system? At least can we see that what is that system at all?
Good question, Dinesh. So in her session, Ganga mentioned that leads can come from TI also. So TLM is a tool that is given to the club growth director and the extension chair for managing and progressing the lead management. So I don't think as area director you will have access to it, but this is primarily a tool wherein we officially enter all the leads that come to a district, and at frequent intervals we'll give you a picture of what are all the leads that are currently being pursued. So in our district, like Ganga said, you will be entering the lead onto the Google form so that we understand who is doing what. And read access or share will also be given to all the leads that are currently being pursued by everybody on the district. So the Toastmasters lead management, unfortunately, the access is only for the club growth team. But of course, whatever is present there, will ensure that it is also available to the district officers for your attention. There are also people who directly approach TI for starting a new club. And if they find that that particular lead falls into our geographical area, TI passes on the lead to us. So that also comes through TLM. So TLM is basically a lead managing tool. So we can see where is what. And also TI gives us the information of the leads into the TLM.
Thank you.
Hi, Toastmaster Gayathri. Yeah, as we are in a virtual meeting now, we can see we can connect virtually, but in future, with respect to community club where we have members across various regions, how do you see that hybrid meeting will have an impact, and what is the challenge that we foresee?
I mean, before I answer this question, let me say the decision of how the club wants to be, whether it should be online, offline, or hybrid, is club's decision. So we don't have a control to say your club should go hybrid or your club should go online or your club should meet in person as a district officer also. But having said that, I mean, we do see that hybrid seems to be the most viable option that many clubs may get into in the future. Because we've seen that online kind of gives us a lot of advantages that offline did not have. Because I mean, I've seen that many clubs are increasingly including people from outside of the country into their meetings, which gives them a lot of new flavor and excitement and learning. So that would be possible only if we have a hybrid mode. And there are also clubs which have enthusiastically added people who are beyond our geography into the meeting. But having said that, we should be very, very precarious and precautious here, because there is a possibility that the club members may not find the forum interesting beyond a point, because there are two things that excites and keeps people into the fraternity, which are major contributors. One is leadership position, another one is contest. For a person who is purely on online mode, these two are going to be a big challenge. So the members who are onto the online mode should be aware of it. So of course, every mode has its own pros and cons. Only way forward would be to ensure that people who are signing up for a membership are clearly aware of what is it that they are going to get and what are the challenges or what are the things that they may not be able to enjoy like others. For example, even training programs in future may be mostly in person. Even if we allow online streaming, it may not be as effective as a person who is attending in person. So a person who is signing up for an online mode of membership should be aware of it. So as district officers, I think our responsibility lies wherein we have to educate people that these are the things that are going to happen, and are you still in it? before they sign up for membership. This is what we can do. But club's decision would be a club's decision. So we can give them the pros and cons, but we leave it to the club to decide how they want to take it forward.
Thanks for your insight, Gayathri.
Thank you, Prem.
Hi, this is Bharat here.
Yeah, hi, Bharat.
Hi, I have been hearing the buzzword called we have to map with the culture of the area or zone, and that is the reason we have been going for this concept of zone-wise bifurcation for the club growth. We as a Toastmasters are here for a common agenda or a uniform platform. So what is so great about focusing on this concept of culture?
Okay. If you see, of course, in the Toastmasters, when we enter a Toastmaster meeting, our format is same, our intention is same. But why a person joins Toastmasters varies by large with the set of people we are dealing with. For example, if you ask me, I'll give you a practical example. In Thoothukudi this year, when they wanted to increase the membership for their club, they conducted a speech contest. And then they had about 30 people attending the speech contest. And out of that, they during the speech contest, they introduced Toastmasters forum to them, and they gave an option for people to join. It was not mandatory, but they gave an option for people to join the club if they are interested, because they are all into public speaking, and they had a very good turnout of those contestants becoming Toastmasters, because it gave them an opportunity to pursue their passion further. Now, if you ask me if this will work for every place, I don't think so. Probably when you go to a corporate and you want to charter a club, you cannot say that we are going to conduct a contest. You all join, and if you are interested, you can become a Toastmaster. It may not work there. So the type of people we are dealing with are different. Of course, essentially, we are connected through Toastmasters. The second thought process behind having so many extension chairs was because we want to create more leadership opportunity across the state. If you see, the future for our district growth lies by large outside of Chennai as well. And as a district trio, we felt that we have to give a lot of focus for outside Chennai as well. This was also a point behind having so many extension chairs. Does that answer your question, Bharat?
Not exactly, but okay, I agree with your point.
Okay, thank you. We can discuss offline if you have more questions, or I'm open to have a discussion and see what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? We can probably take one last question, and then we can wrap up for the session.
There was a question in the chat, like, is that buddy club a part of the same area necessarily? A same district?
Okay, buddy club, we are going to give only one criteria for buddy club. The buddy club should not be in the same area, because with your area clubs, you are anyway going to interact, and either through area contest or division contest, there is definitely enough opportunities to work with them. The idea is to encourage the clubs to go beyond their boundaries and buddy with clubs. So we would encourage more interaction with people who have not interacted. But it should be within our district, because we want to increase the interaction within our district. You are free to conduct a lot of joint meetings with people outside the district. But since this is a district initiative, we would encourage the buddy clubs to be within the district, not from the same area. Again, we do not want to community clubs also to have as buddies. One, because generally community clubs have a good set of strength. Secondly, we don't want challenges wherein people get attracted to the other club and they want to transfer memberships. We don't want to encourage that. So, of course, joint club meetings are encouraged, but for buddy clubs, for a long-term commitment, we would encourage clubs not from same area, but within our district. Okay, so I had a wonderful time interacting with you all, and we are going to interact a lot during the upcoming year. As always, we are always reachable to you for any questions or any support that you need. We are just a phone call away or a WhatsApp message away. Feel free, and we are going to work together as a team, and let us achieve the district's mission and TI mission And our particular focus, like we keep saying, it's going to be sustainability. Let's build sustainable clubs. Let's give a beautiful experience for our members, and let us be proud of what we do at the end of this term. On that note, back to the MC.